Welcome back to Hunter x Hunter Anime Review, episode number 11. You're probably thinking, wait, didn't you do specials last time we did this series? That I did. I decided to switch the episodes because sometimes these specials go on for a freaking long time. They can go 20, 30 specials, and plus the series is weekly, so why would they do specials? Especially since, in a case like My Hero Academia, when I retired the specials for that one, I was up to 80 freaking specials for that one. 80 specials. So we're switching over this one for episodes because why not? Now, I have not heard any word yet about the return of the 2020 anime. I have heard that the writer of the series, Yoshio Takashi, he does want to see a return of the anime at some point. Now, this is the first chapter release in 4 years. By far, the longest hiatus between chapters in this entire series history. Longer than the previous record, which was 2.5 years. This was during the Chimera Ant arc, from what I've heard. 2.5 years of waiting to figure out what the heck happens next. And here we are, chapter 391. And as basically as the anniversary return of the series, this series has been officially added to Weekly Shonen Jump. So no more going on to a website I'm not going to discuss. This is from the Weekly Shonen Jump app. And I love the cover image here. We have Gon and Yusuke from Yu Hakusho. Great to see these two on the cover. But here's the thing. Gon has been gone from the series for about 50 chapters at this point. He has been gone. His character is done. He was the main character of the series, and he's been written out of the series because his story has been completed. Now, the way someone did speak to me about the series is that the series can work without the main character here. Normally, a series can't work without a main character. This one can. It's written to where you can just basically focus on other characters. This chapter is called Clash Part 2. The last chapter relates to this one, which is chapter 390. It was Clash Part 1. Now we get Clash Part 2. And most of this one, what we get? We get some Nen training here, where it look like some splats on the walls of the ship. Then some blood and... Well, the thing with this arc is that one thing I'm not really a big fan of this arc. There's way too many new characters here. I don't know who the heck these people are. It's just some random people. You have one guy just walking their ship, saying bingo, and show up his net ability too. Or apparently he can string up look like a camcorder and a cat. Yes, a freaking cat. He looks at various stuff in this mall of the cruise ship. That's supposed to go to the Dark Continent. Yes, they're still going Dark Continent. So then we see these people who are these people who are engineers. They take basically transform the arm to a hammer. Takes this guy, takes a bird, arresting them. And we see him take on these 3 guys, no problem. And that's it. Waited 4 years for that part 2, and no familiar characters. No Phantom Troop, none of us see this chapter. Killua himself, Krapka, he is nowhere to be seen this chapter. Leorio himself, nowhere to be seen this chapter. So, was it worth the wait of waiting 4 years for this damn series to come back? It is well worth it, but the problem with this chapter is that we have some unknown guy taking on a bunch of engineers. There's some Nen training. That's it. That's literally all you get for 19 pages. And waited 4 years for this. So I consider this to be pretty much a disappointment. But aside from a few familiar things, there's nothing real. This chapter was completely unrecognizable to the series. But I'm going to be fair to this series. I'm going to give basically a 9 for his return. But if it had been for it coming back at the 4 years and seeing a few familiar elements, I would have given this chapter a freaking 7. Or at least a 6, because It doesn't seem like a lot's going on in this chapter. That just seemed like to me, but I only give it to a 9 because of its return. And the Nen training. Great to see that. Yep. So yeah, that's it. Particular view. Next up is going to be a comic corner. Yes, a comic corner, and then it'll be on to an anime I wouldn't think to do next, but yeah, I'm discussing it next. Now it's going to be Uzuki-chan wants to hang out. Okay, next video. Bye.